And we're live. Welcome to another week of the SoReal Sports Podcast with your host, the CEO slash owner of SoReal Studios. Hold on. I'm a little bright, man. I'm a little bright. I'm in here shining.
I mean, you are light
Let
skinned.
me dim it up just a little bit. Just a touch. I am light skinned, but damn, I ain't that damn bright. But
That's almost perfect. You don't even look like you did anything.
whatever. I did. I got a little bit lighter for people that watching on the YouTube channel. Anyway, I am the CEO slash owner of SoReal Studios LLC, Lamar SoReal, and my partner in crime all the time with the Saints things on, trying to celebrate his victory, Reggie Walker. What's going on?
Over the who? Goat.
Over the GOAT.
Over the
As
goat.
long as you acknowledge him the GOAT, that's all that matters.
That's what you said. I didn't say that. I was wanting you to say it.
Yeah, he the GOAT. Y'all got him. Y'all did y'all job. Y'all beat him. Y'all
Can't
made
many
him
people
look
say that they
bad.
did.
Y'all made him look bad. However,
Yeah.
this is week one, so
Yep.
take that victory and enjoy it. Just like
Will.
I take my victory and enjoy it because we beat them Cowboys. We beat them Cowboys. You predicted that we were gonna lose. I predicted we were gonna win, and we won. So, oh yeah, to all the Cowboy fans and to the people who picked the Cowboys, I got money on my mind. So go ahead and pay up. Pay up. Pay up. All right. Get rich
Again.
off y'all
Con-
asses early. Love
again.
Cowboy fans.
Congratulations. You
They,
did that.
they always so hyped at the beginning of the year just to be let down every single time. I love it. I love it. But we ain't gonna just go over that. We just gonna celebrate that for a little while. But we're gonna go over what we did have predictions for on Friday. So let's get to that. All right, starting off at UFC. UFC, we ended up having 7 fights, if I'm not mistaken.
Was it
They
seven?
had, yeah, they added one. Well, it's up, it's showing six. ESPN had seven. They had
Okay. Stop trusting ESPN.
that the Eubanks fight that didn't happen.
Oh, okay.
That women belt. Yeah, they had that one on there, and yeah, Eubanks
A
lost.
part of the main card?
That's what ESPN did. Yeah,
I would listen to ESPN.
but I'm on UFC app, so it's showing six, and that's what we discussed. So let's get to them. All right, first fight between Billy Quarantello going up against Cal Nelson, and we both picked Billy. Billy won knockout in the third round.
Yeah. I mean, that one was pretty clear cut. I don't see why anybody would have picked Kyle. I mean, yeah, he got a pretty nice resume, but compared to what I would think is the better fighter in Billy, it, Billy was a clear winner.
That's true. That's true. We both picked Billy. We both knew Billy was gonna win. Billy did his job, came through with the win. Um, let's move on to the next one. Now we did have our differences in this one. Bobby Green going up against Alan Patrick, and Bobby Green won by unanimous decision. You did pick Bobby, and I believe you predicted it was gonna be a quick one.
Yeah,
It went all 3 rounds, so that was right.
yeah.
But you did get the answer right and picking Bobby Green. So you do get kudos to that. I picked Patrick. I guess I don't know what I was thinking on that because Bobby Green he controlled all 3 rounds. It wasn't even close.
It wasn't even close.
Hey man, you win some, you lose some. That's all I can say about that. The next one.
Kind of sound like me when I say I have a bad week.
You always have a bad week, so you just can't say you win some, you lose some when you always losing every week.
This kind of sounds familiar though.
Whatever.
On to the next
On to the next one between Ed Herman and Mike Rodriguez. We both picked Mike Rodriguez, and it was looking like Mike Rodriguez was gonna win until the third round when he tapped out to Ed Herman because he had a knockdown. I mean, he had some total strike, significant strikes, knockdown. I mean, he had it all except for the fact that he didn't have the victory.
Yeah, man. Rodriguez controlled this entire fight. All the way down to the last few seconds before that beautiful Kimura, and like it was beautiful. Like I can't put anything past it. Like
Yeah, you can't hate on that one.
nah, I mean that was a beautiful move. He executed it significantly. I think that his arm might be broke. I don't know. I haven't seen any reports of it,
Did
but
look bad.
it looked terrible. And then the fact that he
Did look bad.
then the fact that he clinched it with the leg, that just mean that that meant so much more to the significance of that move. He was already in a terrible position. If he is hurt by any chance, I hope for a speedy recovery. I liked you, and I think that I think pretty highly of Mike. So just kudos to Ed for winning this ultimately. But yeah, just shout out to him.
He stayed alive, and at the end, he found the way to win. That's all that matters.
He did.
That's all that matters. All right. Yeah, we both took a loss on that one.
Yeah.
Move on to the next one. Women's bout between Roxanne Modafferi going up against Andrea Lee. Not Angela Yee, Andrea Lee. And yeah, Roxanne. She won. Unanimous decision. And
Again,
what?
like pretty much all of her wins have come from unanimous decision. So that's one of the reasons that curved me to think that she probably could just persuade the rounds, every round, and just get the upper hand.
Right. Yeah, it definitely happened. Andrea Lee. She was out there. She ain't sit there and just get her ass whooped. Now. She battled on some of the rounds. It just wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. And Modafferi took that victory home. Now, we had differences in this one. You came up with the victory last time that we had differences. I came up with the victory this time. Admin Azatari against Worthy. Ain't that his name, Okay, just making
sure. Yeah,
Yeah. Put a comma on that L.
And if we mentioning corrections, it's Patrick. It's not Patrick in the earlier.
Oh man, he just want to be fancy with his.
I mean,
it's Patrick. Okay.
Okay.
Patrick. Really?
Yeah.
Patrick. You know what? I'm gonna get his name right forever. Patrick.
You get his name right forever since you want to put an L on his name, like we finna talk about this L that I took. So let's go.
Worthy took that L. Knocked out in the first round. TKO. TKO. What happened, man? What happened?
I don't know. He wasn't prepared. I don't know. He can't take a punch. That's what it seemed like to me. Because after that first punch, he went down and then got caught. So you know, I think ultimately you just can't take a punch. He went down so smooth, like it was like, oh my god, I finally got hit. So I don't know if he'd never been hit or he just, like I said, just can't take a punch. But he looked like he honestly is, I can't say he not ready, because looking at his resume, you would think that especially in his last 5 wins, which are all impressive. I just think I thought that he could, endure. Did not see Ottman going undefeated up until this point. I
I
thought that he
did.
could have lost a couple of his last fights, including this one. So ultimately, instead of him being now 13-3, I thought he probably could have been around 11-2 at this point in time. But you know, I'm not the judge. They out
Right.
there for a reason. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
That's
I was
just
wrong.
crazy that
Yeah,
he, man, he got knocked out quick, man. It wasn't him.
it's real quick. It was
It,
like within the first 20 seconds.
well, it was about a minute. He gave about a minute,
It was
minute
about
and
a
a
minute
half.
in.
A
Okay.
minute and a half in. It was over with.
Yeah.
Man,
It's unfortunate, but
yeah, it's unfortunate. But I guess that shows why he is undefeated.
I guess so.
All right. Main bout was between Michelle Watterson and Angela Hill. We both picked Angela Hill. And boy, it was close. Split decision. But it went to
Yep.
Watterson. It went to Michelle Watterson. Do you agree with that split decision?
Uh, in a sense, yeah. Um, I don't really like the split decision thing, but I mean, when we're talking about numbers, we're talking about numbers. So I can see where this the importance of it, but her last fight was split decision. So it's
Mm-hmm.
almost at the point where, are we looking at her as being just a favorite in some sort, or is she actually winning these fights?
Yes or
In this
no?
case, definitely yes.
Mm-hmm.
She definitely won this. I'm kind of on the fence, like with you on the last fight, but as far as this one, yeah, she definitely won every round in my opinion. Um, Little iffy on, I think it was the second round.
Yeah, definitely iffy on the second round. I had Hill on the second round.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't. I'm not by myself on that one. So yeah. Overall, I think she definitely won the fight. Could I say it was should have been a unanimous decision versus split? I'm still gonna go with the split decision in her favor.
Right. I totally agree on that one. I definitely
Hmm.
seen it more towards her being the victory, but
Yeah.
I can understand with one judge having favor towards Angela barely. But overall, I feel like that Watterson definitely won this. It wasn't no chance of Angela getting two judges to be on her side. So uh, even if it wasn't unanimously, um, Watterson deserved that win. She did. Clearly did. All right. So at the end of that, what we pretty much tied.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we pretty much tied in that one. So we can't really say anything. But we can in baseball. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. You know I love being good in baseball.
Yeah, because this is my first season. So
Right. That's why I love
right.
it.
Still impressive.
Yeah. Still impressive. You're doing good. I'm gonna be honest with you. You are doing good in this. So I'm not gonna hate too much because you are doing good. I really, I'm really being honest about this. You are doing good.
Hold on. Let me
Why you have to
right right there.
see? I try to give you compliments and then you just sit there and just do whatever you want to with them.
Well, I mean,
Anyway,
I always got your back, just like that Rams jersey is hanging on the back of your chair.
you talking about this?
Yeah, it's always on your back, just like I got your back. So yeah.
Yeah. You mean this one? Okay. Okay. Just wanted to make sure which one you was talking about. I got you. Anyway, let's go to our next. Let's go to baseball. Let's go to baseball.
Okay.
And for baseball, we definitely going to do the Phillies versus the Marlins since it was 6 games. Um, on these 6 games, I guess my wife wanted to start cutting the light on, so let me turn myself up a little bit. You good, babe?
Better say that.
I gotta stay light because we gotta have a light skinned person in this podcast.
You almost the color of the wall back there.
I'm not the color of the wall.
Okay.
Okay, you can't disrespect me on on our podcast.
I'm not. I'm just
I'm not the color of
st-
the wall.
stating color
Matter of fact,
differences.
people that watch this, put in the comments if you think I'm the color of the wall, just to prove Reggie wrong. Just to prove him wrong, because he's gonna say I'm the color of the wall. Anyway, the Philly versus the Marlins. Now you have Marlins 4-2. I had a tie, 3-3.
Yep.
So let's get to it. They split on Friday. On Saturday, the Phillies won, so Phillies up 2-1. On Sunday, Marlins got 2 wins, so they up 3-2. And today, the Marlins won. So that means Marlins
I
4-2.
said 4-2. Yep.
You're right. Congratulations on that, Reggie.
Yep.
Wasn't that far off. I said a tie.
Well, I mean,
Today pretty much made it signed, sealed, delivered to the Marlins.
yeah, true.
All right. Let's go to
Getting better, y'all.
You are getting better. I told you were getting better. Let's get to the next one between the Mets and the Blue Jays. Mets and the Blue Jays. All right. With this
I
one,
said
you said Blue Jays 2-1. I said Mets 2-1. However, if you take Friday's 18-1 victory and you divide it, you take some of that 18 points and add it to the 2-3 loss and the 3-7 loss, technically the Mets would win in a sweep. But you can't do that in baseball. So yes,
I was just gonna say, is this an unwritten rule when you talk about?
So yes, you did win. They scored way too many points on Friday, and they couldn't make up for them on Saturday. So Blue Jay did 2-1. That's my second loss. You are 2-0 as of right now. 2-0. That is impressive. Can you be undefeated? Can you go 5-0 in this? We shall see. All right, the next one is between the Cleveland Indians and the Minnesota Twins. I said Twins in a sweep. Sweep them, Twins. Sweep them, Twins. You said Indians 2-1. And the Twins swept that ass. Swept that ass.
Couldn't even get a win, man.
I told you. Sweep. Sweep for the Twins. I believed in the Twins.
I see. I'm talking about all in.
Yep, believed in the Twins just as much as you believed in the Indians and lost. So 2-1 is still good. I'm 1-2, so I can't really say too much. Let me try to even up on this next one between the Reds and the Cardinals. Now, between the Reds and the Cardinals, I picked the Reds, or no, you picked the Reds.
I picked the Reds.
I was about to say I picked the Cardinals. 2-1. So, with that being said, the Reds did win 2-1. It makes you 4. 3-1 makes me 1-3. It is all right. You win some, you lose some. Ain't that right?
Man, I had a bad week.
Hey man, I had a bad week in baseball. I ain't gonna lie to you.
All right,
Yeah,
that's all I need. That's all I need to hear. And fans, that's all they need to hear.
I threw my chances out there in baseball this week, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I definitely threw my chances out there in baseball. Now let's go to the last one. Yo Rockies going up against the Angels. I said we both said Rockies 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
Did it happen?
Yep. Both Rockies 2-1.
No,
And
it didn't happen. Angels
boy,
won 2-1.
yeah, they did. So we was
So
all
you
the way
said
wrong.
you ain't watching baseball no more.
I'm not watching the Rockies no more. They're still gonna be my team, but I'm not
Listen,
watching a slum dog
you ain't watching Slumdog.
zero asses no more. No more. No
Okay.
more. They have pissed me off for the rest of the goddamn season. I probably watch one more game.
Okay, one more series. Just
Yeah,
watch one
one more
more
series.
series.
Yeah, one more series. I'm,
Just
I'm, I'm
try.
gonna give them one more chance. Y'all got one more chance to fuck with me.
Give them one
And
more chance.
yeah, I'm going to the general manager's house and we got to talk about some stuff.
Gotta make some changes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk it out.
Okay, I understand that. All right. So with that being said, um, let's do a little quick thing about basketball. Even though we didn't give no predictions, I do want to talk about what's going on tomorrow. Now, with that being said, I hate to say it. Clippers in the game 7 against the Nuggets, man. That's not looking good at all for the Clippers. They done blew a 16-point lead and a 19-point lead to the Nuggets in back-to-back games, which allows the Nuggets to force this game 7. So, tomorrow is game 7. Who you got?
I definitely got the Clippers, man. I already picked the Clippers to advance anyway. I didn't think that it would necessarily go 7 games, but definitely predicted the Clippers to advance, play past the Nuggets. Not to mention that this will be Kawhi's, I believe, fifth game 7 in history, and as of right now, he's 2-2. So, with that being said, and let's not count out the fact of what he did last year in a game 7 against
Right,
Philly, 41 points, 8 rebounds. That was a tremendous game.
right.
Tremendous. His most points that he had scored in the game 7, but I think that in this game 7 against this Nuggets team, he won't do those kind of numbers because he's never done those kind of numbers before in a 7 game series. Neither has Paul George.
Hmm.
So um, I look at the Clippers as winning and him having a tremendous game to being able to advance them to the Western Conference Finals against LA, which they will win in 7.
Well, those sound good. I really hope that it happens because I also picked the Clippers. However, if it doesn't happen, it will be Kawhi's fault. I blame Paul George. I will blame Doc Rivers. But I also blame the Clippers as a franchise. They will have to change their name to something because the Clippers have never made it to the Western Conference Finals ever in history. And with this, they need one win to make it there. And if they don't make it there with this team and they allow the Nuggets to come back from a 3-1 deficit to beat them in a game 7, yeah, the Clippers must be jinxed. They must be jinxed. That name must be haunted for some reason because not any team, even when they had Chris Paul, Blake
Blake
Griffin,
Griffin.
and DeAndre
Yeah.
Jordan,
Yeah.
they had them. That was a good squad. No lie. JJ Redick.
Great trio.
Yeah. And they had some shooters around them.
Red was there.
Redick was there also. And they still couldn't make it to the conference finals. So
Yep.
I feel like it would be more towards the fact that that franchise is cursed. So hopefully Steve Ballmer can change their name.
I don't know what to other than we suck.
The edges. LA edges.
edits.
LA edges. Let's get them edges laid. All right.
Or what about no, we can't put an asterisk on that.
You're
The
right.
LA asterisks. We can't call them the asterisks
Ashley.
because they done had plenty of chances.
Yeah, they didn't have plenty of time.
Yeah,
They just failed every time.
yeah.
So let's get to this last one. Um, the Celtics. Y'all won game 7. Congratulations to y'all on that. And now y'all be facing the Heat starting tomorrow. How many games do you think y'all will go?
It's going 7, definitely. This is a tough Heat team. They got shooters. They got rebounders. They got all out performers. This is gonna be a good test to see if we can make it out west. If not, then just like I've been saying for the past few years, we need a big man, and that's our real core downfall is strength in numbers down low. Taco Fall not ready. You can't count on Enos Canner. Tice has stepped up, but here again, we need a solid big man because Tice can actually run the four and be good at the four. When we're looking at Miami team, the Miami team, they're good. They're full of shooters, but the thing is, we're evenly matched up because we're good at defending the three. Overall, tomorrow's game is going to be Miami. We will lose game 1,
Okay.
but we will come back and win game 2 and 3.
Okay. I feel like that it would go 6 to Boston. I really feel like y'all have the chance to beat Miami. The reason why I say 6 is because I feel like that this will be Jason Tatum's series to show how good he has become and show the leader he can be for the Celtics' future. Now, Kemba, he gonna have to step up. Kemba was struggling in the last couple games, but he definitely needs to step up in this series. If not, Gordon Dragic gonna kill him. Gordon Dragic is going to kill him because Gordon Dragic is a dog. He's hard fought. He battles. He battles. Good shooter. He knows how to play this game. Good veteran. And also, Jalen Brown. He just need to be consistent. He definitely need to be consistent in this. Marcus Smart will be the X factor to me. I want to see what he gonna do up against Jimmy Butler because I feel like it's gonna be a couple of times where he gonna be guarding Jimmy Butler.
Foul out.
I
That's what's
don't
gonna
know.
happen. That's what's
I
gonna
don't
happen.
know.
I'm telling you now, he gonna
He
foul out.
might get him upset. He might get him upset.
That's the last thing you want to do to Jimmy Bucket.
I don't know about that. I feel like he might get him upset to the point where, you might want to push him off a little bit, give him a couple texts, get him out of his game. Of course, Jimmy Butler gonna put up some good numbers. However, we just need to see what his other people on his team gonna do. Are them shooters gonna continue to shoot good? They did shoot good against the Bucks, but you cannot play the Celtics like you played the Bucks because the Bucks only has one star and a whole bunch of other people who are just complimentary to the star. No, Boston don't have it. Boston has a whole bunch of good players and a couple future stars who can get their own shot. Y'all got at least 4 people that can get their own shot. Daniel Tice gonna have the big body. He gonna have the big body bam. Hopefully, he can at least stay in front of him or something.
I
But
don't know.
Daniel Tice played good last series. He really did. He came up with a good couple stops. I like the fact that y'all played Grant Wood, a former Tennessee player, Tennessee volunteer. We watched
Yep.
him play against Kentucky plenty of times, and you see how hard he battled.
Yep.
So I like that also.
Good old SEC matchup.
Yeah, really is. So, with that being said, I got y'all winning 6. Y'all making it to the finals yet again for the first time since what 2009.
Why we gotta bring it to pass? You sound like a
I'm
Cowboy
just
fan
I'm
now.
I'm just I'm
Oh,
just
oh,
saying what happened since
okay,
2009. Y'all
yeah.
just be the first time since 2009.
We lost to the Lakers in 2009. Yes.
I didn't say anything about that. I just said it would be the first time since 2009,
Okay.
and that would be a great accomplishment with that young core.
Okay.
But yes, I do got y'all winning. Now let's finish this off with some NFL. Oh yeah, by the way, if you can't see this, this chair is reserved for either you or Bernie. That's what it says. It says
I can't say.
reserved.
I can't see it.
It says reserved for Brian Beemore or Reggie Walker.
Okay.
So, loser, since you are the Heat, since Brian is the Heat, you are the Celtics. One of y'all got to lose. One of y'all sit next to me and Timmy and Kawhi. We can be chilling watching y'all in the finals.
And Aaron Donald, and of course the more famously known Ram Tiger the Third,
He is
which is
a
on the floor.
doormat right now. He's a
He on the floor.
doormat.
He on the floor. He on the floor laughing at this shit. That's what he doing right now.
He's a doormat right now. A freaking doormat. Okay? Freaking doormat. Anyway, let's go to the NFL. All right. Now, a lot of good games that came on in the NFL. Very competitive games. Some of them was blowouts. However, some of them was very competitive. We did pick 5, and let's discuss those 5 right quick. First matchup was between Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. We both picked the Packers, right?
Hey, real quick before we get involved in this, let me go ahead and take my shot.
For what?
Cause if you don't remember on Friday's show on Most of Shirt Fridays, I said that we would only disagree on 2.
That is true.
We disagreed on 3. So I will go ahead and take my shot
That is true.
on saying, and this is a 2 shot glass, by the way.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and take my 1 shot for saying that we would only disagree on 2. You completely surprised me with one of those picks, but I humbly take my shot.
All right. Man of his word. He took this shot. Now,
That's out the way.
we both picked Green Bay to beat the Vikings, and boy, was we right. Packers pretty much kicked their ass. Let's just be straightforward with it. Aaron
Up and down.
Rodgers killed their defense. It really showed what they was missing with uh, Emerson Griffin. I believe the other key piece was gone from that front line, and that secondary, boy, that secondary got raped, like
Torched.
torched, killed. Man, it's messed up what happened to them. Even though the Vikings did not give up, they tried their best to come back. Just wasn't enough. They did lose that game. So we can move on to the next one.
Yep.
Next one was between what?
The Chargers and Bengals.
I picked that game. Yes, I did. Chargers and the Bengals because you picked the Bengals. You thought Joe Burrow was gonna get his first win, and he didn't because the Chargers was able to pull off the victory, all thanks to a kicker for the Cincinnati Bengals missing pretty much a chip shot for them to win. I mean, it sailed so far to the right. I thought they were doing a Cupid shuffle.
You know what? I can't. I actually came into this thinking that you were gonna mention the pass interference call.
Nah, I ain't studying pass interference call.
Okay.
That ain't gonna
So
make no
it's
difference.
only the kick. The kick
The
her
kick
around
was
the world.
The kick was for the win, and he missed it.
Yep.
Wide right.
I mean, you right. You right. I can't take nothing away from that. But was that or was that not a questionable call?
Yeah, yeah, it was a questionable call.
Okay.
Definitely a questionable call. That
Okay.
still does not deny the fact that that kicker should have made that field goal in
Of
order for
course.
them to win.
Of course. Like you said, it was a chip shot. I agree with that completely. I agree with that.
He should have. He should have. He should have made that.
You was doing that in practice at 6 years, 7 years old. Like you should have made it
That is.
wide. You saw
That
how
is
wide
true.
it was.
Yes.
Like
It wasn't even like as soon as it came off his foot, it
yeah,
was no good.
yeah. Just
They
no.
was already celebrating. They was already saying, "Oh yeah, we won this."
I'm
He
talking about
missed
like
the hell out of it.
from the point 4 seconds from him kicking it. It was terrible.
It's like that dude. It's like that dude that always pop up at this moment. He knew he
Right.
fucked up.
Right.
And then pause right there when they hike the ball.
Slow mo his face.
It was that bad, man. It was really that bad. But
Yeah.
regardless of the fact, it happened. Now,
And I got my first loss.
yep, that was your first loss. I'm 2-0 right now. This next one was between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. We both picked the Ravens. We both knew it was gonna happen, but we didn't know that. God damn, Baker, you could do anything. Baker
Anything.
might be the problem. I might just go and throw it out there. Baker might be the problem.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he ain't really proven himself as garbage yet. Until now. Until now.
We'll see.
Until
We
now.
we
This
shall
game
see.
really showed that you can't advance the ball down the field. You're not our future.
It's showing. It is definitely showing.
Yeah.
It is definitely showing right there. And we shall see. I mean, he got another shot this coming up week against the Bengals, if I'm not mistaken.
Thursday
So,
night football.
so we shall
Let's
see. That's all
let's
I can
go
say.
dogs.
We shall see about that one. We shall see. All right,
All
the
right.
next one. Now you can celebrate because your Saints did beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Y'all made Tom Brady look old. Yes, you did. Even though he is old, y'all made him look very old.
Are you waiting on a response from me or like
Yeah,
what?
I
Like
know you. I know you're ready to brag. So go ahead.
I mean, I don't.
The
Do I
floor is
really
yours.
do I need to brag right now? I
You
predict
wearing a
us to
Saints
win.
hat. You wearing a Saints shirt. You took a shot with a Saints shot glass.
I still don't feel the need to brag right now. If you look at our schedule, Tampa Bay is one of the teams. Because I said we was gonna win 12-4. Remember this now. I said 12-4. You said 10-6, and also we was gonna lose this week in week one.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, there's nothing really to brag about. I'm right, you're wrong. I can't brag about anything. Um, other than the fact that I'm right and you fucking wrong. Also, I like to mention that if you actually watch the game, Tom Brady got handled in a way that he's never got handled before. Welcome to the South. Welcome to the NFC, Mr. Tom Brady. I like this. I actually love seeing him completely show up as like number 3 top quarterbacks in the league as of right now. And number 1 will probably be Drew Brees, followed by Russell Westbrook, and then Tom Brady.
Oh
This
my
is
goodness.
the GOAT. Because if we look at as of right now, week 1, if we look at the performances, from the quarterbacks, Drew Brees, Russell Westbrook, Tom really just not even in there.
Drew Brees. Wait, hold on. Drew Brees did not have no great game, man. That was pretty much that defense and short passes to Kamara, and the fact that Taysom Hill had one good long throw.
Control the game.
Jared Goff controlled the game. But we don't sit there and put him as a top one.
I said top 3. I didn't say top 5.
You put him top 3. You put him over Aaron Rodgers, who threw 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. You put him over him. You put him over Lamar Jackson, who had 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and ran pretty good. I think he had over 50 yards rushing. You put him over Kyler Murray, who had over 250 yards passing, over 100 yards rushing with 2 touchdowns. You put him over all 3 of them. So how in the world is Drew Brees top 3? Did Drew Brees? Oh, let me check and see. I don't even remember Drew Brees having over 200 yards passing. That's how bad it was.
You said average?
No, I said
you talking about
this week. Week 1.
Okay.
Drew Brees. He had 160 yards passing with 2 touchdowns. How is that better? How is that better than somebody who had over 250 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, and over 100 yards running with a touchdown?
Are we looking at records or are we talking about?
We looking at stats. What are you talking about? We talking about week 1 stats. Now, if you talking about overall as a player, yes, you got it.
Yeah. Week 1, he's still top tier.
Based off his career.
Of course.
Based off his career.
Of what he was expected to do. Yes.
Okay. So we expect for him to average 160 yards passing every single week.
No.
What are you talking about?
No. He excelled and performed as we thought he should do.
Enough.
So as far as being considered top tier quarterbacks in the league, top tier. Because Lamar Jackson is not top tier. Is he? Do you give him top tier status?
He a top 5 quarterback in the league right now, yeah.
I said top tier.
What else could be top tier if he top 5?
Top tier is top 3.
Okay, he's not top tier.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers top tier. Russell Wilson is top tier.
And Drew Brees is in the company of those people who performed and thought and as we thought should do the same numbers as he did last year.
He's top tier, but that game week 1 did not prove that. It did.
All right.
It did.
I think you're looking at his fantasy points.
No, I'm not looking at it. I'm looking at the stats that he put up. 18 for 30 for 160 yards with 2 touchdowns.
Would you or would you not like that as your quarterback?
If it gave me a win, yes. But if it's something like the fact that I lost, yes, I'm blaming him for it because we didn't do enough. But yes, Tom Brady gave you 6 points with a pick 6. Tom Brady gave you more points when he threw another interception. Tom Brady was playing like trash. Your defense was killing him. Okay?
The
it
GOAT.
wasn't fair. Yeah,
the
you
GOAT.
go. But it's week 1. So just say it now. Be proud. Because eventually you will see how that Buccaneers offense will run later on down the line.
Well, I don't see him
again.
Yeah, I'll see him again. I'll see him again later on.
Now, since you want to brag and boast, my turn. It is my turn. Because the last game was between the Dallas Cowboys and the LA Rams. We was able to start our first game in our new stadium, which is gorgeous, by the way. Can't wait to go see it. Would love to go down there to SoFi Stadium and see it. Just like I was loving the fact that we beat the Cowboys like they stole something. To be honest with you, we we shouldn't have won that game. The way that the Cowboys are stacked on paper, they should have beat us. But it ain't about how you look on paper. It's about what you do on the field. And what we did on the field was we went down the field every single drive except possibly 3 times. We made it look easy. The very first drive, we went all the way down the field, scored a touchdown like it was nothing. Now, one thing I can say about their defense, Alden Smith, great pickup. Alden Smith is looking good, and he can look better. I believe he does. I believe he could be comeback player of the year. The way he played on defense, he's looking good. He
Yeah, he's
really
solid.
is. Now, I hate the fact that Vander Esch, he got hurt. They did get a whole bunch of injuries during that game. Vander Esch,
Yeah,
Blake Jarwin got hurt. Somebody else got hurt on their team too. I hate that for them, but hey, that's all about football. That's a part of football. So you can't get upset about that. You just gotta do what you gotta do. Zeke looking good. Zeke was looking good. He's running the ball very hard this year. He wanted to show off his little tattoo saying "Feed me." Now, we fed you all right. Fed you that L. Dak, Dak came through and did Dakish things. He came through and gave us that W because he could not have a fourth quarter comeback drive. He couldn't do it.
you can just say it Dakish. Like
Yes,
it's a thing.
Dakish things. Yes, Dakish things. Making small mistakes for no apparent reason. Yes, he did Dakish things. All right, he
All
did
right.
Dakish things. Now, what everybody want to talk about is that pass interference, offensive pass interference.
I don't.
People want to say it wasn't a pass interference. People said they didn't. You ain't supposed to call it at that time. My opinion. I feel like that it was offensive pass interference. Yes, Jalen Ramsey sold it, but the call was correct. The call was correct. So deal with it. Deal with it. Find a way to win. Guess what? If you wouldn't have went for it on fourth down and didn't get it, you would have been able to kick the field goal and tied the game, and you wouldn't have been put in that situation. So
Facts.
it's other things that happened in that game that could have determined the whole game. If it weren't for Jared Goff throwing the interception, when he blatantly got hit in the face before he even threw the ball, that would have been illegal use of the hands to the face, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down, no interception for Jared Goff. Now, I ain't crying about that. You didn't hear me cry not one bit about it until now. Because of the fact that people been crying about this offensive pass interference. Shit happens, okay? You took the L. I took your money. Deal with it, Cowboys fans. Just make up for it next week when y'all play these Atlanta Falcons, which I can't wait.
Which they should win.
They should. But the Falcons did look good
I, I kind
offensively.
I kind of hope it ends on a tie. To be honest.
You don't want neither one of them to win?
No,
That's,
fuck both of them
that's fucked up. That is.
publicly.
That is fucked up. So we watched all
It
these.
does, man.
We watched all these this weekend, all the games. Who was your biggest? Who had the biggest wins in the series in this weekend in football?
Me personally, of course, there's no particular order, but the biggest wins for me were the Washington football team.
I agree on that.
That's a good one. The Cardinals beating the 49ers. That was a good win for
Predict,
them.
predicted that one.
Um, and also, I'm kind of gonna go out on a limb here and say the Bears, just because this technically puts them in first place in the division.
What type of first?
They tied with Green
Packers.
Bay.
Yeah.
Okay, thought that was number one. I don't know, but either way,
It'd still be tied. They 1-0.
yeah, because all right, yeah, all right. So yeah, I think that all of those are significant wins. I mean,
I agree.
Washington needed that win. That what technically puts them in first place, right?
Yes, the Washington football team is technically in first place because the Giants did lose tonight to the Steelers. Only
All right.
team with a win, by the way.
Only team with the win in the division.
Yep.
Terrible. But that is the NFC least that we
True.
aforementioned. So the other one that I mentioned was the Cardinals. I think that is a significant win for them. They're showing that not only does this kid Kyler Murray, with his body frame of 4'8" tall, can actually get it to an open receiver over any line, obviously, because we all know what the D line for the 49ers bring. So
Mhm.
it's a significant win for them. And the other one was the Bears, because that was actually like a pick'em game. I don't care if you're a
True.
betting person. I don't care if you a Bears fan, or like that was actually like one of those games you could have been like, you know what? I don't know if we're gonna win or lose.
Mhm.
And guess what? Trubisky came through.
He did. Very good. Very good. Um, I can't. I mean, I'm pretty much the same with these wins. I pretty much agree. I mean, the Cardinals was a great win. I agree on that one. Washington did coming back from 17 down to pick up that victory. I agree with
Yeah,
you on that one. The Bears, they was down 20-0, and they came back and
yeah.
won. So I agree with that one. If I may have to add one more team,
So
just
those your three?
that was my three. I just wanted to add this one team, just
Okay,
to just to add
okay.
them on there, just to make them feel good about themselves. I want to add the Raiders. I want to add the Raiders
That was
because the
impressive.
Raiders have failed in numerous amount of times to hold a win, and they was able to hold that win because they're normally known for giving up wins at the end. With them being able to at least hold the Panthers. Now we're not saying the Panthers gonna be great this year. I mean, I said they ain't gonna win more than 4 games. But just for the
I agree.
fact that they held on to win, what made it significant to me. Now, now they are known for losing games like that. That's close, but they held on. That's the only thing that I gave them a good importance on because they need to these games like these. They need to win them. They cannot lose games like these in order for them to make the playoffs. They cannot lose games like these. The games they supposed to win, they need to win, and they pulled it off. It didn't look pretty, but they pulled it off. I just wanted to bring them up.
Okay.
Now, who had the biggest losses this weekend?
Um, in no particular order, of course. Um, if we go back to it, we just talked about this. The Cowboys look good on paper, but the fact that they lost to the Rams kind of seems like they can't hold their own. Not, not throwing those shots at y'all,
You're throwing
but
shots.
But I'm just being honest. Like, if you can't beat the Rams, then you are not one of the top 5 teams in the NFC.
So they basically lost to a non-playoff contender.
They lost to a playoff contender based on the moves y'all have made in the past couple years. But I mean, you still lost, regardless of the call. Regardless of the call, y'all still lost. So that was a big loss to y'all because, like looking forward, looking at that schedule, Cowboys will probably end up less than 10-6, and I predicted them 8-8. Let me see. I'm not sure what you predicted them as.
I think I went out on a limb and said 12-4.
You said 11,
11-5. You're right.
and that's also a shot bet. So yeah, we'll get back to that later. But anyway, yeah,
So that's one of your teams. What about the other two?
yeah, that's one. I got the Colts.
Mm.
That was a bad loss for the Colts.
Mm.
Not to mention that they gonna also see Mustache
Mm.
again. They gonna see Mustache again.
Mm-hmm.
Mustache was 19-20.
Only
That's impressive.
one pass that was
One.
bad. That's
He
it.
almost had a perfect game.
And then people been talking about how good this Colts defense supposed to be this year, and they
Yeah.
gave up 27 points to Gardner Minshew, who only had one incomplete pass,
Yep.
and they allowed what's this Robertson? That Robertson dude, he was running. He was running the ball on him. 16 carries for 62 yards. That is that is pretty impressive for somebody on his first time who ain't even known for having like being a number one running back ever. That's pretty impressive
Those of y'all who watching, make sure y'all keep him in y'all eye.
for fantasy. Yes. Please look on
Yes.
please look out for him in fantasy. I
Yeah.
wouldn't start him every game, but it's gonna
Of
be some
course not.
injuries out there and he'd be a good replacement.
Definitely. But yeah, I feel like that hurt. I feel like that hurt the Colts to a certain degree. Uh, Only because the Jaguars are supposed to be they're supposed to be technically um
Tanking.
tanking. Yes. They're
Tanking.
supposed to be technically tanking. But let's not rule out Carolina as far as the tanking thing goes as this season goes. But good win for them. I think it's a bad loss for the Colts because look, here again, they got to play them again. So,
Mhm.
what's going to happen next time, comes around. So, I don't know. I, it's a lot of factors that weigh into this game. The fact that Rivers didn't have the game that we all thought he should have, being replaced, or actually DJ Shark for that matter. Because I mean, we all know Shark have a 2 touchdown game every game.
Yeah, he's known for being good. He's known for
So
having good games.
like I said, I mean we really just don't know.
So those your two.
Oh yeah, and I got one more. Um, Third, the GOAT losing to my Saints was detrimental to his credibility as being the GOAT. That is detrimental.
Week one.
Yeah, exactly.
Week one
First of
made
all,
him dismantle.
first of all, you said that the that the Bucks will sweep us. You also said that we would not win this division. You also said that we're gonna go 10-6.
So so let me get this straight. Y'all won the division yesterday.
No,
That was y'all
no,
11th
no,
victory.
no. This is week
Okay.
one. This is
Okay.
week one.
That's what I'm saying. It's only week one. It's not.
Right.
So
But you
how do
said it,
we?
but you said they'll sweep us.
But yeah, I got that one
And,
wrong.
and Tom Brady will win versus Drew Brees week one.
Yeah,
And I said,
I got it wrong.
all right, well, you know what? I don't have to gloat anymore. You got the
I
floor.
said that Jared Goff and the Rams was gonna beat the Cowboys. You said no, right?
And nobody gloated about anything.
I don't have no reason to gloat because the Cowboys suck. We don't have to gloat on a team that sucks. Okay?
The fucking Bucks suck,
No.
Tom Brady or not. I don't
No.
care nothing about nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay. Let me give you my three because I can't believe you didn't want to bring this team up. 49ers lost to the 49ers lost to the Cardinals.
So
You
we talking
got them as being a possible team that can go all the way.
wait,
But yes,
we talking about NFL best losses or
no, the most important losses. That was detrimental to week one. I'm going with the 49ers. Yes.
all right,
49ers should have won that game. Even though I
all right.
picked the Cardinals, I felt like that the 49ers, based off what people predict, except me, because I got them third, y'all said that hey, they can run it back. They can go back to the championship. No, I felt like they have had their moment. It is over. Jimmy G looked regular that game. He looked regular. He struggled in some drives. He made one big play to Raheem Mostert. That's it. That's pretty much what he did. The other times was pretty decent, but he allowed Kyler Murray in that offense. By the way, it's really showing that DeAndre Hopkins is being missed in Houston because he had 10 catches that game. DeAndre Hopkins by himself had 10 catches. So I don't think anybody had 5 catches for the not Tennessee, but the Houston Texans. So I don't know what they're gonna do about that. Anyway, yes,
There is no replacing Hopkins.
exactly.
As far as that franchise, no.
So yeah, they pretty much missing in that one. And to be honest with you, I didn't think that the Cardinals had like their defense is good enough to be able to hold the 49ers with their high octane offense, and they did. Now Kittle did get hurt in the third quarter, which could
That's
have
what I
been
was just
just
gonna say.
detrimental to the team, but they could still win with. I feel like they still could have won that game without because he
So
does
in the
not make that team.
so for future references, 49ers will go blank and blank without Kittle.
Let's see what he projected to miss 3 weeks.
Hmm.
They will go 2-1
Without Kittle.
without Kittle. 2-1.
All right.
They'll go 2-1 without Kittle because they can win without Kittle. Now, if they don't go 2-1 without Kittle, that really shows how terrible Jimmy G is. That's just not
Or does this show the core strength of
a tight end.
Yeah.
Okay. No. No.
How strong is Philadelphia without Zach Ertz?
Dallas Goddard got more catches than Zach Ertz.
In this and last year, yeah. But
I'm so glad you brought that up because that's my second team, the Eagles, who gave up a 17-point lead that Carson Wentz looked so good, and then he found a way to fumble twice, to throw 2 interceptions, and to give the football team a chance to win. They didn't score after that 17-0 lead. They didn't score a single point after that. I'm
I
putting that on.
appreciate it.
I'm putting that on Carson Wentz. Now, I also got to put it on their offensive line because they gave up 8 sacks. They gave up 8 sacks.
That's it. That's the only person you can. That's the only.
That didn't stop them from scoring 17 straight points in the first half. Did it? It wasn't a problem then.
It's
It
called
became a
wake up.
problem later. Oh,
It's called wake up. This is
the
game speed.
so the football team woke up
Yeah.
and came back to win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eagles, you ain't supposed to lose that division game. I'm sorry, you up 17-0. You don't lose that game. I'm sorry.
At half, but like way before halftime, we still got 2 quarters to go. We
Doesn't
got a
matter.
whole half to go.
That football team is not a contender. People look at the Eagles as a possible contender.
And guess what happened?
They became a non-contender. They might not even be second in their division by the end of this year.
Because who got Washington football team as winning the division?
You got them winning the division?
I do.
Oh, I thought you had them second.
No, I got them. Hold on.
Yeah, you got them winning. I remember now.
Okay.
Because I almost laughed out this chair when I seen that. But hey, it's looking good right now. It's looking good. They are number one. They are number one right now. Now the third team. Third team, I hate to say it. It might not be that important to you, but it kind of is to me. Detroit Lions. When are y'all gonna get out of this slump? When are you had a 20-point lead against the Bears, and you made Mitchell Trubisky look like a comeback kid? You made him look like he could come back. I mean, he was playing terrible in the first half. I mean, just terrible. They scored they scored most of their points in the fourth quarter. They scored 14 straight points in like the last 3 minutes of the game. You don't give up that game like that. Now, I can blame one person mainly, and that is Swift. DeAndre Swift missed an easy catch for the win. That is his fault. He should have caught that pass. That would have been an easy touchdown. Ain't nobody was near him. That's your fault. But that ain't all your fault because they shouldn't have been in this situation in the beginning if Matthew Stafford continues to play good and don't let off the gas, in which he did.
But we can't guarantee that because is he guaranteed to stay healthy all 16 weeks?
Who, Matthew Stafford?
No.
That's true. Well, Adrian Peterson looked good.
But are we're relying on a healthy Matthew Stafford to stay healthy 16 weeks?
He was healthy this game.
All right.
He was healthy this game. I just feel like when they gonna get out this bubble, like this got to be it for Stafford. If he doesn't do anything, it's over. They need to find a new quarterback and move on.
I mean, Matthew Stafford signed through what 2023.
Yeah,
he just signed like a new deal. What, last year?
They can find a way.
Okay.
They need to, because the Lions just
they need to.
They just can't keep being like this every single year, man. They lost to the Bears, man. They lost to the Bears with Mitchell Trubisky, a quarterback who Nick Foles cannot beat in a quarterback battle. They lost to him. So, yeah, that was my team. That was my team. So, that being said, we gave you our biggest winners, our biggest losers, and now it's pretty much the end of the show. Wednesday, we will see the results of Game 7 of the Western Conference semis between the Clippers and the Nuggets. Also, we'll have Game 1 done between the Celtics and the Heat. Be looking forward to both of those games. But besides that, what you got going on, Rich?
I'm curious as to find out who you got in tonight's game. Steelers? No, not Steelers, because their game's off.
Oh, you talking about the Broncos and Titans? I
Yeah,
did pick the Broncos. I feel like the Broncos with Drew Lock will win this game. I forgot all about that. My bad. Yes, the Broncos will win this game thanks to Drew Lock. I love the weapons that he got, even though Cortland Sutton was a scratch before
he
game
was.
time. I feel like that still ain't gonna make no difference. Melvin Gordon being on that team, him and what Philip Lindsay having both of those running backs does help their team.
Yeah,
Noah
he
Font,
was solid too.
yeah, Noah Font, be looking for him as a tight end. I feel like he's gonna have a big year this year, and I
Me
feel
too.
like they'll do just enough to beat the Titans because I really don't trust Ryan Tannehill. Tannehill had a good season last year, but he did come after Marcus Mariota had a bad year at the beginning, and he took over, and I guess the offense just it ran better with him as the quarterback. However, now teams have tape on this man, Ryan Tannehill, with the Tennessee Titans. They were too busy looking at tape when he was with the Miami Dolphins, who are trash because we ain't mentioned them losing to the Patriots. So,
Also, we didn't mention Cam Newton showing up looking like fucking Dick Tracy either.
and we did show Cam Newton running the ball 15 times like he was running back. And showing off his
Cause
Wakanda
that's
and,
what he do.
and people trying to snatch his chain for no apparent reason. So we just now mentioned
Not deserving.
that's true. But like I was saying, they got tape on them with the Tennessee Titans. So I feel like that teams will make adjustments to Ryan Tannehill now, and they would probably try to load the box on Derrick Henry. So I don't expect Derrick Henry to have a big season this year, but yes, he can still get over 1,000 yards. He probably get about 1,200. I feel like it's one running back that will get more than him, and I will tell you about that one later on down the line. But
More,
overall,
more,
more
more than
rushing.
what?
Yeah,
More yards than Henry last year.
no, more yards than Henry this year.
Okay. I was gonna say like 1,500. That's a high
Nah,
bar though.
that's a high bar. No, I ain't saying
Yeah.
what he did last. What he did last
Okay.
year is incredible. He won't be
Yeah.
able to repeat that this year.
Okay.
But I feel
So,
like he can still get over 1,000.
okay. All right. That was my next question. But yeah. All right.
Yeah, I picked the Broncos. Who you pick?
I got the Titans. All because of that back from Alabama, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is gonna show you and show y'all what it means to roll tide. I mean, he on fantasy. I love him. He's the complete package. He can catch, he can run downhill, he can switch, he can pop out, he can do everything. Derrick Henry is the complete back that you need if you're trying to actually go deep into the playoffs, which they did with
Mm-hmm.
him.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I hear you.
yeah, without that, I got Titan.
You got the Titans.
Well, Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Derrick.
I got
So,
Derrick Henry.
so I actually picked the team, the Denver Broncos. Reggie, on the other hand, picked the player for the team, Tennessee Titans.
Which will carry them. He will do enough to prepare the team to overcome your cynical remarks.
All right, I hear you. So that is the end of our show. Catch us back on Wednesday. What you got going on for us right now, Reggie?
Stay tuned. I got a very, very, very interesting two-parter to my Thinking Out Loud show that I got going on. Not to mention that the next part of it will be completely like it's completely opposite of Famous Los, I guess. It's
Okay, I know
completely
what you mean.
opposite. If you familiar with Famous Los, shout out to him because he's a fucking genius
Cool.
at Famous Los.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like yeah, but like I have a completely different spin to how I want to control that market. But yeah, just be on the lookout for that. You can catch me at Reggie Walker on Facebook and Twitter. Follow me and also my wife Shayla has her own thing going with Shadration.
Yes, you do.
It's a thing. So check it out. It's
Yeah,
called Shadration.
yeah,
And
definitely be looking forward to that.
yeah, you need it, especially around your line. But we'll talk about that later. Let's talk about your shirt and everything you got going on.
All right. My shirt is one of my favorite comedians. This is the Bakery from Tony Baker. I got one of his shirts. Check him out at Tony Baker on Instagram. But
Very
also
funny.
check, yes, very funny comedian. Check me out on Instagram. I have 3 shows that will be coming out next month. I have Dreams versus Reality. I'm doing episodes on them. My So Real Life of a Sports Better will come on tomorrow, 2 parts. Also, my wife will be doing a eating show when she'll have guests on there and they'll be eating. So people that like stuff like that, I don't know what y'all get out of it, but some people love it. I think B Love is one of the favorites that does it. So she definitely looked forward to doing that. So look forward to seeing that. Um, yeah, catch me on Facebook, Lamar SoReal, SoReal Studios. Also Instagram, like I said, SoReal Studios. I will be bringing out my fantasy picks on Thursdays. I will be doing my top 5 fantasy players who to play, who not to play. So look forward to that. And I will be doing baseball commentary, and I will be doing my Rams commentary. So I will be busy as hell this week, but you have a lot of content, so it's worth it. And with that being said, we're out. See y'all on Wednesday. Enjoy it.
Y'all be careful.